Hi everyone, so today I'm here to do a review of The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. This was just such the perfect book for me. I love cutesy romance, adorable books like this, and this was just everything that I want in a romance book, and it was just beautiful and I absolutely adored it. So this is about Hadley and Oliver, and Hadley and Oliver meet because Hadley misses her flight by 4 minutes and she's put onto another flight which happens to be the flight that Oliver is on. So they spend the whole day in the airport getting to know each other, and then when they're on the plane as well, and you can just tell from the minute that they meet, the minute that Oliver says that he'll look after her bag, that there is an instant connection between these two, that these two are meant to be together. You can just tell from the very start. So when they were on the plane and they were talking, I was just waiting for them to just confess their love and everything, and I would have been okay with it because this was just beautiful. And then when they got off the plane and Oliver and Hadley kissed, it was just the most amazing thing ever. And then they didn't see each other again, and Hadley went off to her dad's wedding and Oliver went off to his thing that I didn't know what it was yet. I just assumed he was at a wedding like Hadley did. And the other important part of this book was Hadley's relationship with her father. Her and her father haven't got along since her father and her mum broke up and her dad moved to England, so that's where Hadley and Oliver are now, England. And she's not particularly happy that her dad's getting remarried. She doesn't particularly like the woman that her dad's marrying, even though she's never met her. But her and her dad start to rebuild their relationship, and I really loved seeing their relationship get back on track, and Hadley understanding what her dad went through and how it's just something that happens. And Hadley actually does like the woman that her dad's marrying, so she made an instant decision, and then that decision was just out the window the minute she met her dad's new wife. And then we're back to Hadley and Oliver, and Hadley decides to go and track down Oliver when she realises that Oliver is going to his father's funeral. So she tracks down Oliver and they have this sort of fight sort of thing, and Hadley leaves a book on one of the cars, and it has the invitation in it to the hotel for the reception. So Hadley makes her way back to the reception, and her and her dad are getting along. She's really getting along with her dad's new wife. And then she goes outside and Oliver turns up and they have such a cutesy, adorable reunion, and it's just beautiful. And then they're together and I just love them. They're like my favourite couple now. They're just so cute. This is like the most adorable book I've ever read. I love both Hadley and Oliver. I think they were such amazing characters. They both had characteristics that I just absolutely adored. Their personalities were beautiful. I loved Smith's writing style. She had me in love with the story and in love with both of the characters. I was just rooting for them the minute that they were introduced. The other thing that I really liked about this book was at the start of every chapter we had the Eastern Standard Time and the Greenwich Mean Time. So it the time in the US and the time in the UK, which I thought was really unique and interesting about this book as well. So if you haven't already guessed, I give this book 5 out of 5 stars for its adorableness. It was just beautiful and sweet and I absolutely loved it. I recommend this to anyone who likes light romance books, cutesy adorable books. This is just absolutely perfect for that. That's my review of The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.